Hey y'all, so today I'm going to do a quick garden tour with you guys. It's about to rain, so it's going to be really quick, but I'm super excited to show you guys my garden. This is technically my first year growing. I attempted last year, but I ended up having a family emergency, so I couldn't tend to it like I wanted to, and I also chose a bad location last year that really didn't receive a lot of sunlight. So if you are planning on growing a garden, it is super important that you choose an area that does get an adequate amount of sunlight for what it is that you are growing. So it's gonna be a quick video, but if you guys want more videos on how I care for my garden and the things that I use in my garden, let me know and I'll be happy to make them. So come on, let's do a quick tour. All right, y'all, so we're gonna get the tour started off with the cucumbers. So these cucumbers that you see here are definitely ready to be harvested. I just left them on for the video so that you could see how they actually grow. And so my cucumbers have been one of my top producers in my garden this year. Look, there's a little baby cucumber. I literally get about 5 to 6 cucumbers a day. So they are really, really doing well. And cucumbers are vining plants. All right, y'all. And so here is our okra plants. So there's the okra that is ready to be harvested. There's another okra that's ready to be harvested. And so what I really, really like about the okra plants are the blossoms. Y'all look at how beautiful this flower is. I did not know that okra is in the same plant family as hibiscus, so that's why they have such beautiful flowers. And hey, Mr. Bee, y'all, so bees are your friends, okay? So if you see bees in your garden, that's a good thing. Bees are your pollinators, okay? So they pollinate all of your plants. So look how beautiful and healthy this okra is. And just look how thick and healthy these stalks are. Alright, so we're moving on to our melons. So these are honeydew melons. So there's one growing. And there are a ton of honeydew growing on these plants. So just like the cucumbers, the melons are also going to be vining plants. So that means that they either need to be supported by something like trellises, which you see here. I built these trellises myself. Or either you want to have enough ground space so that the plants can run and crawl per se. Um, and here we have our watermelon. Y'all, I'm so excited about the watermelon. Watermelon is my absolute favorite fruit. So these are sugar baby watermelons, so they will not get as big as the super big watermelon. So I will be able to support these watermelon on my trellises that I built. Super excited. There's another little baby watermelon there. Alright, so up next we have our tomatoes. So these are cherry tomatoes, which are the smaller size tomatoes. And as you can see, these are getting ready to be harvested. There's about 3 or 4 other cherry tomato plants, and then here at the end I have the larger size tomatoes growing. So here you can see those there. And there's some more growing over here. So yeah. Alright, so here is the corn, y'all. So the corn grows super tall. And there where you see the little hairs at, that's actually where the corn is growing. And then up at the top are the blossoms, the flowers. So there's the corn. And then underneath the corn, you can see there's some squash growing. So y'all, squash has a takeover spirit. I'll tell you a little bit about that later. But here's a squash. There's a baby squash growing there. And then here is another squash. And then y'all, here's a really big squash. And I accidentally almost tore it off the vine when I was looking at it. So I put a band-aid on it. So hopefully it'll keep ripening. And here's the beans. So here are beans. And as you can see, these beans are definitely ready to be harvested. They are literally weighing the plant down at this point. So I got to get out here and harvest these. And here's some more beans, and more beans. And then here, Do y'all see this squash? This squash is all the way down here taking over these beans. So I built a trellis. The squash grew up the trellis, over the trellis, and now it's growing down. And now, as you can see, it's growing down, down, continuing on down. So that's what I mean about the squash having a takeover spirit. So you want to make sure you have enough space for it. And so here are the onions. I planted red onions and also yellow onions. So yes, the onions grow underneath the ground. Alright y'all, so here are my collards, and here as you see there is nothing growing. I planted collards all down this row, but only about 2 of the plants germinated. I'll try again this fall because it's midsummer and extremely too hot for seedlings now, but you know, gardening is definitely trial and error, so you know, learn as you go. And y'all, here are my sister's chicken. She wanted to make sure that they got a cameo in the video, so here they are, Nautica. I hope you're happy. I think she has 6 chicken and 1 duck. Alright y'all, and so these are just some photos of my garden. I am super excited and super proud of my garden, y'all. This is technically my first year growing like this. I used absolutely no pesticides, no insecticides, no herbicides, all organic, grown with love. So yeah, if you guys want to see more about how I care for my garden, my secret ingredient to keep away the pests, let me know. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll happily shoot the videos because this has really become a passion of mine. And yo, I saw this meme, and anybody who's seen the movie Baby Boy absolutely knows how much Jody Moms loves her garden. And I am Jody's mom now, and it's so funny. All right. All right. Until next time, y'all. Much love, much light.